folks, if you don't believe in God, you dang well ought to. You just saw a tree land on my head 3 feet from a freaking 100-foot cliff. And here I am. I think I only bit my lip, about all. Praise Jesus. Well, let's make this one into an educational video, shall we? Yeah, I bit my lip pretty hard and I took that in the shoulder. My arm still works, so I guess it ain't broke. That tree snapped off. I hadn't cut it. And I guess it must have been tied up in the one that I did cut. Or maybe it snagged and pulled down. I don't know. But golly. You want to talk about lucky day? Let's talk about my lucky day. I can feel some flesh on my lip. You think I was kidding? That's where my junk fell out. That's where I landed. Praise you, Jesus. A little shook up, not gonna lie. Those are treetops. That's the top of a dang big tree right there. Golly. Well, let's get back to work, shall we? Folks, the Bible tells us no man knows the hour. There's a 100-foot cliff right here, and I was just cutting right over there, and that tree come across the top of my head and my neck and my shoulder, and I'm feeling it right now. I'm calling it quits because, well, A, it's getting dark and nobody needs to have to do a rescue in the dark at the bottom of a bluff, but B, I'm pretty shook up. And as I count my blessings right this minute, at first I was thinking, who would miss me if I was gone? But the next thought I just had was, praise the Lord that I'm saved. Because I almost just got to find out whether it would be light or darkness the next time I open my eyes for eternity. Whether I'd be in a glorified body for heaven or a glorified body for hell. And I can honestly say, my life did just flash before my eyes. I really did think that any second I was going to feel free fall. When I hit the ground, I thought, here comes the slide. And I was clutching barehanded onto briars. I got one stuck up in my finger pretty good. Now that all the adrenaline's wore off, I can feel all the pain. That thing hit me like a truck. And it folded me pretty hard. Good Lord. I'm so thankful that my family isn't getting a call that daddy ain't never coming home again. I do pray that I go before my children, but I don't pray for it to be anytime soon. If you don't know where your soul is going, folks, I urge you to kick it around. Yep. Do you hear that? Did you hear that? The doggone tree just fell on its own. Did you hear that? It's a tree out in the holler just went down on its own. Don't nobody know when some freak thing could happen. And you don't have your affairs in order. You don't have your business with your people and your family and your loved ones all settled. And you might never get to say those things that need to be said. So I urge all of you to consider, what would you want to say if you knew you weren't coming home tonight? What would you want to say, and who would you want to say it to? Who would you want to bury the hatchet with? Who would you want to say, don't ever forget how much I love you? Thanks for watching. Appreciate your time. God bless you and praise the Lord.